So, welcome to Let's Talk Business with Laura Nowlin and Dr. Cobian. Welcome, Dr. Cobian. How are you doing today?
I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm excited about this new show and all the resources that we will be offering to all these business owners and entrepreneurs.
Definitely. This is a new show that we're launching. It is an English show. Our other show that we have is Hablemos de Negocios con la doctora Olga Cobian and Laura Nowlin. And we decided to go ahead and do an English one. So I'm really excited about it. So, welcome to Let's Talk Business with Laura Nowlin and Dr. Cobian, your go to destination for entrepreneurs navigating the intricate world of business. And so we're going to be talking a lot about guidance from experts. We're going to be experts onto the show. We'll talk about business training opportunities that are out there in our local community, local organizations, the services that they're offering that Dr. Cobian and myself were able to take advantage of. And hopefully with our that we'll be able to share our testimonies of what it's been like to own a business, right? And so today what I would like to start is, just you getting to know us a little better. So Dr. Cobian, let's go ahead and start with you. What is it that you do? You're a doctor. What type of doctor?
Okay, well, that's very interesting because people will be seeing us in every show, and some people will be wondering, and what is it that they do? Why are they doing this? Well, I'm a doctor in natural medicine, and even is medicine is healthcare. Obviously, I also need to build a structure, and that's why we have been studying so many things to be able to share with the people. But what do I do? Very simple. Two things. I can summarize it. I will help you understand what's behind your symptoms, what's behind that pain, that inflammation, anything that you're feeling. I will help you uncover the root cause of health issues. And the second thing that I will do, once we know what is causing you to feel tired, to feel anxious, or any other symptom, I will empower your body's own healing mechanisms with natural solutions. That way, you're going to heal yourself without the need of medication. Now, sometimes people will need medication, but most of the time, you can do it just by knowing what to eat and what not to eat.
I just love calling you anytime I'm sick because like you tell me exactly what to go get. And most of the time it's just vitamins and what to eat, right? Because your body can heal itself. We're meant to be able to heal ourselves, correct?
God gave us that gift. God gave us the gift to be able to restart our systems, to be able to regenerate at the level of the cells. We just need to know what is it that the body needs. And that's what I do. I will tell anyone based on the symptoms and whatever is going on in the body, what they need to eat. And sometimes some people will need supplements, but you know what? There are so many supplements in the market, and you can just have what everybody else is having. Everyone's body is unique, and
Right.
you need specific nutrients. Plus, it's important, Laura, to know that supplements are not forever. Supplements are there to help your body recover, and then your body will be able to produce whatever is needed.
No, and what inspired you to even get into that line of work and how long have you been doing it?
Well, I was a pastor, and as a pastor, obviously, you are always looking for the well being of the members.
Mhm.
And many people were having physical issues. There were a lot of members that they were excited to serve, to come every Sunday or every event we had at church, but they have headaches, inflammation, they were tired, they have depression, anxiety, all that. So I know the Lord is very powerful, and He heals us from anything, but I also know that we have a body that we are responsible for. So I decided to go to medicine school, and just learn how the body works and how we can help with natural solutions to empower the church members' well-being. That's basically what it was. That was the reason.
And so if someone wanted to get a hold of you, what's the name of your company? Give us the details there. What phone number? How do they contact you?
Well, the name of the company is Balance Salud y Vida. Balance, obviously, in English is balance.
Yeah.
Salud y Vida, that's how they say it. And they can get a hold of me just by calling Balance Salud y Vida at 702 365 8000, and just schedule an appointment, and I will help you understand what's behind those symptoms, and I will be very happy, very excited to recommend any food or any supplement or any other natural therapies to help you recover your health, or very important, Laura, that I can help you prevent any health problems, future health problems, because you don't need to wait for your body to give you symptoms. You can just get I do health analysis, so you can get a health analysis and stop anything that is coming before you get sick.
Now, Dr. Gobian, are you able to take on virtual appointments, or they have to be local? And then what age group also?
Okay, I can take virtual appointments as if they can provide me with their health records, at least the recent blood test analysis. Now, something really important. Why is it very valuable that I see them in person? Because the technology that I use to diagnose, to know what's going on in the body is magnetic resonance, which is the same technology that CAT scan and MRI uses, and allows me to see health problems that are about to show up, that they are not there in the body, but they are about to. People are having little symptoms, and that's how I am very effective in preventing. So yeah, I can do it virtual, but it's better in person.
Absolutely. Everything's always better in person, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, right now we know that you're not locally here in Las Vegas, Nevada. You know that you're away on an assignment right now. And so we know for the first shows, you may not be there physically with me, but this is our show. We are a team,
Yes.
and we're very excited to launch this. I did ask you a question, though, that I didn't get an answer for that I think is very important is what is the age group that
Oh.
you are right now offering your services for? Like, can I send you
Mhm.
a little baby,
Yes.
someone, 16 years old, or do they
Mhm.
have to be 18 or older?
Okay, from 18 years old until any age. I don't work with children. I don't work with children. Yeah, just 18 and up.
And up. And then do you have maybe a network of people that if someone reached out to you and maybe they had someone that they were, that they're trying to put them on a natural health plan that you could refer them to?
Well, I have some
Reminders?
friends. I have some friends that they also work with natural health, and yeah, when someone calls me and I can help, I will always find someone to give to give them help, to
Awesome.
provide whatever they need.
Okay, great, great. And so how many years did you say that you've had your business for?
In Las Vegas, I have been doing it for 5 years now, since
Yeah.
2018. But I did it for 10 years in California, so it's been 15 years already.
And so we go back to what year? What year did we meet? It was like
2000, we met in 2017, and I started in 2018, early 2018.
yeah, yeah. So I know that we developed a really good relationship, right, as friends, and
Yes,
then just us trying to really grow our businesses together.
yes,
Um, so that's really nice that we were able to at least continue that friendship and continue working and growing our businesses together. We then met again during the Vegas Chamber Edge program, which we're going to
yes.
share about that
Amen.
program, right? That is no cost right now. Vegas Chamber right now has a grant that they received that if you are in the city of Las Vegas licensed, right, you have a business license for the city of Las Vegas, you could qualify for a grant where they'll put you into a class with other entrepreneurs and give you the resources that you need to help you with your business. But not just that, they also give you 2 years of free membership
Yeah.
with the Vegas Chamber. And we got what, a free pop-up they gave us. They invited us to their business expo. We didn't have to pay. They showcased our business to help us. So what do you feel that was the best thing that you've gotten out of that program?
Okay, the best that I got was not only all the knowledge,
Mhm.
everything that I learned, and the contacts that I made, but I mean, the huge thing here for me was to be able to have a coach, a business coach that is helping me implement everything that I learned, because you can attend many schools, you can learn everything about business, but if you don't have a coach for accountability, believe me, it's just going to be knowledge and papers and diplomas hanging on the wall.
You're so right. And it's so funny because I had my session with Walt, who we both share the same business
Yeah.
coach with US Bank. He's actually agreed to be on our show. So we'll have him in here on February. So I'm really excited that we'll be able to share what US Bank is doing with the free services that they're offering with coaching. I'm
Yes.
excited about that as well. So you're not going to be at our shows for a lot of them while you're out, but you'll still be there in spirit. We are still partners in this business. And if I could just talk a little bit about my business. So I have
Yes.
staffing.
But I want to know, one of the most important questions I have for you is, what was the motivation? What motivated you to start that business? Because you were doing staffing for another company. So what was it that give you that boom to start your own business?
Wow, what a great question, doctor. So I've been in the staffing business for the last 17 years. And in October of 2014 is when I started my family business. And the way I started it is I got released after I had helped a staffing company out of North Carolina grow and build for 2 years at staffing here in Las Vegas, Nevada. They decided that they were going to sell it to the staffing company that I had already left from. And so I wasn't going to be part of that sale because I had already met with one of the owners and she asked me if I was willing to go back, but I didn't feel I don't take steps back. And so one day they actually flew in from North Carolina, knocked on the door, and they released me. And I can tell you, I had never been released before in my life. I
Oh,
didn't know what that was like. And I'm like, how interesting. I got released. Okay, now what am I going to do? But you know what? I had an appointment that day with Otto Merida from the Latin Chamber
oh,
of
yes.
Commerce. And I kept my appointment. I
Okay.
packed up all my stuff in the back of my truck and I drove over to keep my appointment. And when I went to go meet with him, I told him, I go, Otto, you're not going to believe what happened. He's all, what happened? I go, I just got released from the staffing company. And I had never heard Otto curse before. He was very upset. He put his hand up and he declared that I would have the best staffing company in the state of Nevada.
Wow.
No, no, I can't start a staffing company. It takes a lot of money, And he's like, no, Laura, how much money do you need so we can see how we can help you? I go, it's a lot of money. He's like, how much money? He's Cuban, Cuban. How much? Cuánto dinero? And I'm like $500,000. And
Wow.
that's a lot of money. He goes, you know what, Laura? He goes, you're doing a wonderful job here. I was actually had started their Amigo Ambassador program. And he
Mhm.
goes, what I want to ask is just don't disconnect. Stay connected with the community. We have an office here. If you need the office, continue building the chamber how you have been building it.
Wow.
And so I just kept thinking, should I just start my staffing company? Do I want to go and help build somebody else's business and then being let go just like that? Just like that, right? So I had $200 because I
Oh
didn't even get my
my God.
bonus. And with a lot of just inspiration, a lot of people just telling me you can do it. I got an invite to go to the governor's um, event that he had where he brought in all the business resources. He would do this once a year when Governor Brian Sandoval was
Yeah.
in office. And so I went to it and I just went to every booth and just gathered information. And I'm like, guys, I think I can start my staffing company. And through the Holy Spirit, praying,
Amen.
you know, I felt like if I was being led to start the staffing company, and I'm thinking, how? $200? How am I going to do this? Right. And I had a conversation with the Lord and I said, okay, if this is really you telling me to start this, then when I talk to any of my team members, right, they're not going to be a part of the sale. And then after that, like
Uh-huh.
within a day or two, I get a call
Oh
from
wow.
my team members. And they're like, Laura, you're not going to guess what happened. I said, what happened? They go, they're selling, and they're selling to ABC company, right? The company that I used to work for. I said, really? I go, okay, yeah, I kind of knew that that's what they were going to do is they were going to sell. They were just positioning it, right? She
Yeah.
goes, but guess what? We all told them we're not part of the sale. You should have sold this company to Laura. Laura helped you build it. You should have at least given her the opportunity. So, Laura, what are we going to do? And I'm thinking, at $200, what am I going to do? At the same time, I get an email from one of my clients on LinkedIn saying, hey,
Uh-huh.
Laura, can you meet with me? My brother's coming in from out of town, and we would like for you to come meet with us. So I said, okay, no big deal. I'll go meet with them. So I went to go meet with them, and they wanted me to go into business with them in the floor industry. Okay, I was staffing for them. And they're like, come on, Laura, just come into the business with us, as a partner. And I'm thinking, I'm not the floor lady. I'm the staffing lady. That's what
Amen.
and the both brothers looked at each other. They're like, staffing lady, huh? They go, Laura, we have an office right there. It's fully furnished, has the
Wow.
internet, has a phone system. Start your staffing company. We're your first guinea pigs. Go ahead and start
Amen.
with us. And that's
Wow.
how I started with $200, a lot of faith, so many people that were willing to help me. And I haven't looked back. I brought in a business partner. My son came in as a business partner. He was in Afghanistan when we started. This was something that was keeping me busy as a mother. Who wants to have their son in a combat field when that's what he enlisted for in combat?
Yeah.
And so it just helped me keep my mind off of things. And I started it as a family owned business. Through time, I was able to buy out my partners. And now I'm the only one that owns it.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
101, 100% owner, but we are family operated. My daughter is
Oh,
my VP. My husband is my sales operations. And we're just having a great time. I love what I do. It doesn't feel like work. So when people see me at work, they'll say, Guy, I want to do what you're doing, Laura. I want to come and work for you. But they don't really understand all the work that goes behind it. So most of the time they're like, oh no, Laura, you're doing a lot of work. Yeah, but it's fun for me. So it's very easy what I do. I love what I do. I love being able to connect people together, and especially when it's a temp to hire position that I'm able to place someone and now here they started a whole new career.
so who's your ideal client? Any company?
I'm going to have to say no. I could service almost every single client, every single company. However, my niche would be janitorial, warehouse, logistics, skilled trades, clerical administration. I'm starting to dabble into IT, cybersecurity fields. Um, but I'm going to say that it's clients that are looking for 10, 20, 30 people that they need a high volume. We're really good at producing high volume orders.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take on anything that's minimum wage. So it has to be like at $16 pay rate and above. So I've really learned how to say no to
Okay.
people, that I can't be everything to everyone, because then I'm not really doing a good job, to a service to anybody.
If there is a company that is planning an event and they need 20 people for that event and it's only one time or one weekend, can they call you and can you help?
Yes, I can. I can help them with that. At like 2 years ago, I would say no, we weren't doing events, but we have gotten into events again. I've worked on a man crew of 500 people.
Okay.
So no job is really too large for us. We have really good, solid bandwidth that we're able to hire high volume. Like on Monday, we had a group that started 70 people.
Mhm.
They're doing convention services.
Yes.
Basically, what they're doing is they're opening up car doors, letting people in, customer
Mhm.
service type of positions. And then for the NFL, we'll actually be there not as a prime, but we'll be there as a sub. We're supposed to be doing a man call of 75 people. So we're used to doing high volume. For warehouse logistics, we've opened up brand new warehouses where we hired the general manager, the HR manager, and then filled all 80 positions in the warehouse. So those are the type that we feel very comfortable with. That would be more of my niche. I really like temp to hire type of positions.
Yes.
So I fire myself. What I mean by that is we're about a 95% conversion. So if you placed
Yeah,
an order for 80 people, my job is to make sure I get you as close as I can the right 80 people.
mhm.
95% of them will be converted onto your payroll. So then your orders in the future will be only coming for one or two or three. So then they get really small, right? After
That's
a while.
amazing.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Now, what about a company that would like to hire probably 50 employees, but they need someone to train them? Will you offer the training?
Yeah, we can offer training as long as we know what they want them trained in. We can actually help them put together whatever the steps are. Like right now, we're working in the airport as a
Mhm.
sub, and we put all the processes and procedures together on just to go through the badging process, which is very difficult. It takes us somebody with anywhere from a week to 30 days just to get them badged to work at the airport because they're going through an FBI background check that goes back 20 years. We're doing drug testing, e-verify, we do everything, and
Oh,
we
that's
just
amazing.
streamline the whole process. They've got to take a safety test. Then we have to wait till everything comes back and then to get their badge and then to get them onboarded into training into the janitorial position.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, I'm glad you are explaining everything so the audience can understand what you do and what a big help you can be for their business.
Definitely. And then what we also do is we cover the payroll. So we do a net 30 days as long as we're able to pass their credit. So a lot of companies will then use us because we help them with that money, that cash flow, right? We can run the cash flow for 50,000 for a 1 week um payroll, right?
Yeah.
And we keep doing that until we get to the 30 days, then they start paying their invoices. So
Oh,
that's a big chunk of money that we put up front. But of
yeah,
course, we do
that's great.
charge for the service. We're not doing it for free.
Yeah, so companies that would like to um, know a little bit more, can they call you? Where can they call you? Where can they talk to you?
Absolutely. So they can either go to our website at csnowstaffing.com, and they
Mhm.
can also call 702-902-2448. So our phone number is on the screen right now. So they can call that number. We do have a call center who's actually answering the calls, but you will get a live person as long as you're calling Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning till 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We do close from lunch from 12 to 1. I've learned in this industry that it can really burn you out. So you
Yes.
got to be able to send your people to lunch and make sure they're clocking in the morning and clocking out in the afternoon so they can take some time and be with their families as well. But we do also respond back 24/7 on a text. Our system also takes texts.
And you just say something really important, Laura, and
Uh-huh.
it's the fact that there is a specific time for everything.
Yes.
Sometimes we get overwhelmed with all the responsibilities, all the planning, everything that we are doing in our business, and we forget that this body of us needs feeding, needs drinking, needs resting. It's very sad that most of the health problems that we face as humans have one root, and it's called stress.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
stress, people don't understand that stress will affect the pH of your blood. It's going to cause your blood to be acidic. If
Yes.
your blood is acidic, that will start giving you a lot of symptoms. And if you don't do anything and you can keep building more stress, you will not only get physically sick, but what's the point of working so much if when you are up here, you won't be able to be there
Mm-hmm.
because you need to take care of your body. So I'm glad you share that so people understand that closing the business for a specific time or taking 1 hour or 30 minutes or whatever for lunch is really important.
Absolutely. And so I'm hoping that we're going to be bringing a lot of different type of resources, right, to the small business community,
Yes.
and that will hopefully be reaching out a lot of entrepreneurs at all different type of levels. That maybe you're just thinking of the idea of wanting to start a business. Maybe you've already started your business, or maybe you've had your business for many, many years and you're trying to reinvent yourself. I've had my business for 9 years, but I can tell you after COVID, COVID, actually, we increased in sales. We expanded into Texas, Indiana, Arizona. We went out there hunting and looking for work, right, to make sure that we didn't close down. But I can tell you that now we had to close down our Texas office, our Indiana office, our Phoenix, Arizona office. We closed those down because, like I said, I fire myself, right? I once those orders, those large orders get filled, they're only orders of ones or twos or threes, right? So I'm reinventing my business. I
Yeah.
feel like a startup, even though I've been in business for 9 years, right? I know, Doctor, you say you've been in business for 5 years, but you feel like if you've only really worked it for what, a year, 2 years.
Yes.
And so, go ahead.
Yeah, and that's because you need to learn specific strategies so that you can adapt to all the changes. COVID caused a lot of changes,
Yeah.
and I mean, now we have the need to adapt. We can do business as we used to do business before, and that is why it's so important to keep learning, to keep taking all these workshops that we will be sharing about, and that our guests will be sharing with you guys, so that you can get all the tools and all the knowledge and everything that you need to keep building your business.
No, right. And definitely. And so we want to give you also our experience of what, our stories of how what we went through. And we would love to invite other business owners to come onto our show. What we're
Yes.
going to be focusing on the first shows is resources that are available locally in our community that our state is offering, our city's offering. And that's what we're hoping to do on the first shows that we do launch. And then after that, we're going to be bringing on businesses, nonprofit organizations as well. We have a couple more minutes. And so in closing, I would like to say that you can either catch us on WWDBTV.com. You can also find us on Roku. See us now staffing in our social media platforms, also in Balance Salud y Vida social media platforms as well. You can contact me directly at See Us Now Staffing at 702-902-2448. And Dr. Cobian, what's your number again, please?
702-365-8000.
Yeah, so follow us on social media. We'll be posting all of our shows on there, the Spanish one and the English one, and hopefully you'll be able to connect with us. Do you want to close this out, Doctor?
Well, it is very important that you guys know that Laura has the experience of having a business longer than me, and even my business is 5 years. I'm in the process of building it, so I can identify with all of you who never went to a workshop, who don't have a structure yet and are doing a business plan. Laura can identify with those business that are already being there for longer. So feel comfortable to send us a text message with questions that we will be able to answer for you. We are here to share with you everything that worked for us and other things that we have not tried, but we will be willing to try together with you guys so we can keep building our business.
Yes, and one thing that we share in the Spanish show is I always say, you know what, I think in English, but I'll be talking in Spanish, so I'll be translating. And Dr. Gobian is thinking and translating in Spanish and speaking in English. And I will say she's doing a darn good job.
It is sometimes people think, oh, those Hispanic, they have this accent. Yes, we do, because our primary language is Spanish and we speak perfect Spanish. But it's okay as far as we can communicate and we can make people understand what we're saying. Now, I know there is a lot of Hispanic business owners that they have an accent like me, and because really, really fast, Laura, now that we were sharing about the Edge program, some people reach out to me, some people who, like me, they translate in their mind so that they can communicate. And they said they are afraid to go to the training because of their accent, because they think that they will not understand everything. I said, you know what? Don't be afraid. Just go. There is something for you. Keep going, keep pushing, because you are the one who can bring your business as far as you want, as high as you want.
Right.
So
You're a great example. I am so proud of you. Okay. I'm so proud that you took the Edge program class and then you even enrolled again to capture whatever else you could capture from it. So goodbye to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on Let's Talk Business with Laura Nowlin and Dr. Kovian.
see you next show. Thank you.
Bye.